2-minute microphone test, 2-minute microphone test, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for tuning in to Poker House Forward live on Facebook and YouTube. Sorry for the delay. The computers were still asleep this Sunday afternoon. Needed to make some updates and adjustments to get up and running this afternoon. But this is the ladies stream every 2 weeks here at Poker House of Fort Worth. We do the ladies stream, and they are playing. They have been playing. We are... like I said, getting the computers reset. They should be good to go here in about 5 minutes or so. Lots of people already tuned in for this this stream. Appreciate you tuning in. And like I said, let me know the volumes are good. We kind of had to restart everything, so make sure you can hear me. And the rest should fall in line. On the screen here, we have the Summer Jam 2, the $50,000 guarantee tournament. That is just 2 days away here at Poker House Fort Worth. August 20th, Tuesday, 6 p.m., $65 entry for a $50,000 guarantee. It's going to be a fantastic tournament. We did it back in June, and the prize pool was, like I said, almost $70,000. Bunker, yeah, we're ready to see it as well. Like I said, they are playing. We've got it up and going. We run on a 15-minute delay here on stream, so we have to, of course, it's not a 15 minutes from when we went live. It's been going for a little bit, so it won't be a full 15 minutes from now, but a few more minutes to catch up to the action. But like I said, I can see them on my other screen. They are playing. They have been playing for about 30, 40 minutes. And the chips have been flying, but we're going to do our best to get you into the action as soon as we can, get the delay caught up and everything fixed up, good to go. But until then, just wanted to talk a little bit about what we have going on at Poker House Fort Worth. Like I said, the Summer Jam is going to be this week. So if you are watching or listening anywhere around the Fort Worth or Peaks area, the $50,000 guaranteed tournament is only a $65 entry. In June, the prize pool is almost $70,000. We have over 1,200 entries play in this tournament, and I'm hoping to do just as good, if not exceed that prize pool. It was fantastic. The only thing different we're doing from we're going to be coming back to Poker House for day 2, August 25th. So we'll be playing the flights all week long, bagging and tagging. And day 2 is going to be right here at Poker House of Fort Worth. And we're going to be bringing it to you live right here on these channels on Facebook and YouTube. So you'll be able to see all the day 2 action right here where you are tuned in right now. Let's see here. Yeah, 1 p.m. on date is where day 2 is going to be. So we're going to be live streaming here from 1 p.m. But the flights are going to be going on all this week, starting Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, we have A, B, and C. They all start at 6 p.m. So a 6 p.m. flight Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Friday, we're going to be having a 6 p.m., a 12 noon flight along with the 6 p.m. flight. So 2 chances on Friday. And then Saturday's the busy day. Saturday, August 24th, there's 3 separate flights, noon, 6, and then a 10 p.m. turbo flight. The reason these flights are so important is because you can take 2 bags forward. So 12% of each flight will make it to the money. 12% of each flight will make it to the money. It'll be a min cash. And then if you can get in the top 8% of each flight, that's when you bag and tag your stack to bring it back to day 2 to play for even more money. And if you can do that twice in the 8 flights, you get to add those 2 bags together to play on that Sunday. And if you can happen to get a 3rd bag in those 8 flights, not only do you get to take the top 2 bags, add them together, and bring them to Sunday, day 2, but you get a $500 triple bag bonus on that day 2. So a $500 instant payday on day 2 for bagging 3 times out of the 8 flights. And that's a pretty big deal, pretty big incentive. And the bullets are cheap enough at that $65 price range. You get 20,000 starting stack for the $65. And then for a $10 instant bonus on top of that, you get an additional 10,000 in chips. So increase your stack by 50% for additional $10. So basically, a $75 entry will get you a 30,000 chip stack in any one of these flights. And they are re-entry for the first couple hours of each flight. So if you get unlucky and lose your stack, you can still re-enter into the same flight. But you've got 8 shots at this tournament starting on Tuesday. So big week coming up here at Poker House Fort Worth. Hope, I don't know why you're not here. Hope, why aren't you in the ladies stream? You played all weekend long, or half the week. I saw you all the time here. But yeah, this is the ladies stream. And it looks like we are pretty much good to go now, as the computers have finally woken up here at Poker House Fort Worth. And they've been playing for a little while, but we had, like I said, had to restart the computers here. So we'll play catch up and see where everyone is at with their chip stacks, how it's been going. Introduce you to some. We got some new faces. I've been out there talking to them before we could get the stream up and going. So right now we see Doreen, Tony, Amanda, and Lynn so far all in for, looks like $2 here. Like I said, we're going to let all the graphics catch up here. And this might not even be the right hand. We just got the computers restarted, so we might have to wait until the next hand to see truly what's going on here. But either way, glad to see all of you tuned in here on our Facebook and our YouTube channels. Let me know who you're here to watch. Which of these ladies are you rooting on here? Whose fans do I have in the chat that you know your friend is here on the live stream playing some poker? And feel free to let me know if you're just here to listen to me. You never know. I might have some fans out there. We've got Tony, Amanda, J-Dog, Janice, Lady Luck, Barbara, Lynn, Doreen, and Winter. We've got a full table of 9 players. Looks like some chips have been shuffled around before we got the computers up and going. Tony definitely got the big stack going on. First one to act here, Amanda looking down at King 6 offsuit. Looks like she's going to call the $2. Lady Luck in the 5 seat there. And then newcomer to the stream, I believe. I don't think I've seen her here before. I'll have to take a look at the name and see. Of course, we all know Winter in the 4 seat. Lynn Welcome Lynn to her first lady stream, I believe. And Doreen and Tony, we saw her a couple weeks ago. Everybody knows J Dog and Janice. But Tony's going to 3-bet this one here. Lady Luck raised it up to 5 with King Jack. Tony going to 3-bet 220. Amanda going to let her King 6 go. Lady Luck's going to make the call. And Doreen, with my personal favorite hand, looks like she looks like she's coming along as well. Let's see, let the graphics update see if she came along here. And I hope she did because she just flopped trip fives. If so, no, she folded it, Doreen. No, Doreen's got chips. I thought I saw her check. She's got cards. So Doreen here, playing my favorite hand and striking gold, taking the lead over Tony's jacks. 3 on the turn doesn't change anything. Let's see if Doreen wants to continue to play possum here. She does check. Tony's scared of the ace. She's got to check it behind. So the ace, unfortunately, going to kill a lot of Doreen's action here because Tony's just with pocket jacks. Got to put on at least an ace. But we may look her up for $30 just to keep her honest. It's a pretty small bet into this pot. And Tony, as you see, she's got the current chip lead at the table. Now she does make the intelligent fold there. Doreen could have an ace there any day of the week. But little does she know that she actually has even stronger than that. Yeah, Tony definitely has the big chip stack, winning a big pot earlier that unfortunately, due to computer stuff, we could not bring to you. So apologies for that, but some things just beyond our control. So again, like I just said, Tony there has doubled her starting stack. She's at 663. Amanda a little bit in the black, 376. J-Dog a little bit up at 345. Everyone else just a little bit down. It looks like the only ones that have really given away a lot of chips, Lynn, Doreen, and Winter. Lynn down 87, Doreen down about $100 bill, and Winter a couple $100 down. But this is the I don't know how many hands they play, but they've been playing about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. But this is the every other Sunday we do the ladies stream here at Poker House Fort Worth. It's a $300 max buy-in, $1, $2, no limit hold'em. Really fun game that these ladies definitely enjoy every week. And we'll see how long it takes them before they start yelling that I haven't ordered their pizza yet. Been busy trying to fix the computers, ladies. Lorenzo in the control room doing a fantastic job getting it all back up and going. Lady Luck, Lynn, and Doreen all limping in for the $2. J-Dog lets hers go. Janice calls with the 9-6. They played the 9-6 game here at the ladies stream. I'm sure they're playing it today. So we'll see if Janice can sneak out an additional $5 from every player winning the 9-6 game. Amanda, pocket sevens. King 4-8, 2 clubs. Lynn, top 2 pair. See how she wants to play this here. Not much for other players here, so she may not get much, but she does play it coy. Checking the top 2 pair here. Another 4 on the turn. Her top 2 pair still best. She's got to probably fire out something here just to see if anybody's on the hook. Knocking on the door. Was Janice? Janice. It's a good thing she didn't try to bluff it off, though. She's not going to win that 9-6 game. Amanda going to go ahead and see what could happen. Her sevens could still be ahead. But we know that she's drawing dead to a 7 and does not get there. So, but I don't think Amanda's going to call much of anything here. Lynn might fire or something else. Now she's just going to check it here. So we're going to turn this one over, and she's going to see 2 pair kings and 8s. And Amanda is going to have to let that one go. So small pickup there for Lynn, getting a little bit of that back, getting closer back to that even dollar amount she started with. Hope the ladies aren't mad at us for the computers not working. It's not my fault. We missed some of the stream. I apologize. But it does happen. We do our best. I can see both chats on Facebook comments, and the YouTube chat. Let me know who you're rooting on, who you tuned in to see, where you're watching and listening from. Always good to have a little bit of interactivity. Helps us want to keep this type of stuff going. We've got a lot of big plans coming up for the stream. I've got some additional equipment coming in, a lot of exciting things coming along. Really excited to have some fun new stuff coming very, very soon, and some new content. We're going to be streaming a lot of the 50,000 guaranteed tournament this week as well. I'll probably stream some of the flights just so people can tune in and see people qualifying for that $50,000 tournament. Ace 6 Deuce. J Dog looks like the only one that's got anything. I don't see any aces in the field. It's a family pot. Everyone limped in for 2. Winter here going to bet her jack out. It's A6 jack on that flop, so she does have second pair. And don't think anybody's going to be able to come along here. Nope. So everybody in and everybody out. Just that easy. Winner's going to pick up a small pot there. Help her get back to that even mark as well. Lynn under the gun going to call the 2 with the 5-4 of diamonds. Doreen, King 3. Doreen, a regular here in the Cash Games Poker House Fort Worth. Secretly one of my favorite customers here at Poker House Fort Worth. And she doesn't even know it. So shout out Doreen if you are watching back the stream later. I love Doreen. Several other players coming along for $2 as well. Ace, Jack, 8, rainbow flop here. No players with an ace this time either. And I don't even see a jack in the field either, so this one's going to check around. 2 on the turn. Winner, that's going to be her set. So that's 2 hands in a row. She's going to have a decent little holding and no fish on the line, as no one else even had anything to even try to call to, especially a winner betting 22 for her pocket 2s, hitting a 2. That's 2 pots in a row that she has picked up. Ivanka rooting on Doreen there. Again, Tony, a second return to the stream. Good friends with the 2-seat Janice. Enjoys coming to play here at Poker House of Fort Worth. Her friend Janice. Of course, we all know Lady Luck in the 5-seat. One of our managers here at Poker House of Fort Worth, Sema. He said, Lynn, a newcomer to the stream, believes she might be friends with Lady Luck. I don't know the 9-seat. Barbara. Anybody know Barbara? I didn't get a chance to meet her. I was too busy trying to fix the flipping computers before the stream. But it's good to see her here on stream. Welcome her to Poker House of Fort Worth. Lady Luck going to raise this one up to 20 with the pocket 10s. Winter obviously can't call. Janice with the 10-9 suited, which is typically a very good holding to run down big hands with, but unfortunately pocket 10s is not one of the hands that it can run down very easily. So Janice here looking for a lot of diamonds or some straighting cards. Take down at Lady Luck's pocket tens. 486 all spades. Not going to be good there for Janice. Lady Luck going to see bet this out here. Looks like she bet at least 35. And Janice needing a gut shot 7 and a red one at that. Another spade would definitely kill off her hand. So we're have to let this one go. And Lady Luck shows the pocket tens, letting everybody know, hey, I had a real hand here. I'm not playing just yet. There's Miss Trisha in the chat. You all know her as a Super Cat, who did a fantastic job with me here in the booth. Takes a lot of the workload off of my shoulders, having to sit and constantly talk to you guys. She did a fantastic job and typically plays on this stream, but it is her husband's birthday. So happy birthday. Shout out to Trisha's Super Cat's husband. I hope he's having a fantastic day. Otherwise, she would be here playing poker. Tony going to be the first one to act here. Going to let her hand go. Barbara coming in with ace 10 offsuit. J-Dog letting her hand go. Janice now with the real pretty Jack King of diamonds. She's going to raise it up to 5. Winner is going to come along with the 10-8 offsuit. Lady Luck calling as well. And Doreen now with my favorite hand at 7-5. So 5 ways to a flop. 2, 3, 4. Open-ended for Doreen. Gut shot for Barbara. Janice going to fire it out. Great bet. I mean, just leaning in there to see what she can pick up. Betting 15 into this flop. And the aggression may pay off, except for Doreen. Yeah, Doreen is going to make the call. She is open-ended with the 5. So Janice here, we'll see if Janice can find another bullet in this bluff. As long as it's not a 6 or an ace. Queen does bring the front door flush draw, so that could scare Doreen a little bit. She does check. Does Janice have it in her? She is stacking chips. I love it. Miss Janice knowing how to apply the pressure, and Doreen's going to have a hard time calling here because the spades did get there, and she does fold. So that's some rare moves from Miss Janice. She doesn't do it often, but that's why it works so well when she does. Making those moves, not leaving it up to the cards, betting her story the whole way out, and take it down a pretty decent pot, and that's going to put her back into the black. Here are the ladies laughing and talking as usual. They always have a good time here on this stream. Barbara in the 9 seat. 9-6 suited. Does she know about the 9-6 game? We'll find out. She's just going to call the $2, though. Not going to take the aggressive line just yet to try to take this down. The 9-6 game, similar to the 7-deuce game that you see on many streams. If you win the pot with 7-deuce, every player at the table pays you an additional $5. They play the 9-6 game. $5 from every person if they happen to win with the 9-6. Doesn't matter the suit, just winning with 9-6. But there are at least 6 players in this one here, so it's going to have a hard time winning, getting everybody out. But ace, 5, ace. I don't think I saw any aces there in the field. So Barbara, oh, I love it. She's going to bet out 5 here. That's going to be show some straight that it might actually work. Let's see. Let's turn the table up. Let's turn the table up here to see if she can show the winner. There you go. $5 from every player for winning with the 9-6. Well played, Barbara. Just like that, saw the opportunity. That let's just see if anybody actually have an ace here. I'll pretend like I do and win with the 9-6 game. An additional $40 of equity there. Well played by Barbara. That's fantastic. Love it, love it, love it. So J-Dog going to be the first to act on this hand, the 7-5 suited. My hand is just all over the place, 7-5 suited. Everybody is just picking up that hand today. Lady Luck going to limp in with her 10-8 offsuit. Doreen going to come along with the King-8 playing her button position. Tony calling one more dollar and Barbara checking her options. So we're going to go 5 ways to a flop here. King-8 deuce. King-8 deuce is twice. We've also seen King-8 flop top 2 pair. And with the same person, Doreen, I believe, had the King-8 last time. So it's going to be, no, it might have been winner. I'm not sure. Somebody had King-8 earlier and the flop to 2 pair. Lady Luck's going to bet this one out with the second pair 7 and going to be immediately raised by Doreen. Going to announce her hand right off the bat, 2 pair. Lady Luck going to peel off one more card here. She's hoping to see a 10. Let's hope she doesn't see an 8. If she does, Doreen is going to put her in a world of hurt. The flush does get there on the turn, the front door flush, but that does not slow down Doreen. She bet 20 here. And Lady Luck's still going to come along. She has a 10 of spades. Maybe she thinks that would be good enough if it comes on the river. And it does. The 10 of spades does get home. And so Lady Luck going to get the 4-card flush here. Paid for it, got there, earned it. I'm going to take down that pot. Nothing Doreen could do there with the 2 pair. She bet it properly. Lady Luck just chose to gamble and came out on the good side of it. Could have been worse. Could have been Nate. That might have cost a lot of money there for Lady Luck. Tony is still your chip stack leader right here with the $653. More than double her starting stack. This is a $1, $2, no limit hold'em, $300 max buy-in game. Looks like Janice straddled for 5. Amanda is going to call with the ace-jack offsuit. Lady Luck coming along with the queen-5 suited. Lynn has the 10-9 suited. Real pretty hand, calls the 5 as well. Doreen, Tony, all both call. And then Barbara wakes up in the small blind with pocket kings. Raises it up to 20. Don't know if she's going to get many takers out of this one here. Janice was on the straddle with the queen-9, so it's a discounted rate for all these players to come in. And so you may see some calls here. Yeah, Janice does make the call, as does Amanda with her ace-jack offsuit. Lady Luck with the queen-5. Don't think she can quite come along with that one. There goes Lynn as well. Doreen wants to gamble with the queen-7 suited, and Tony going to come along as well. So we're going to have 5 ways to a $100 pot. So a big pot already here. 4 players trying to run down the pocket kings of Barbara. See how it goes here. And a top set of kings for Barbara. Let's see how she chooses to play this, being the first one to act. She's reaching for chips, so she's not going to play this one slow. We're going to bet an additional 20 here. Janice with the queen-9 does have a gut shot. A 10 that could ruin this hand for Barbara, so she's going to gamble and see if she can find a 10. Amanda, second pair, does let that one go. Doreen not going to shoot for a runner either. Tony is going to call for her gut shot, so this pot is continuing to balloon, and Janice and Tony way behind on this hand. Board pairing 3 does end the hand, as Barbara now has the full house and no hope for Tony or Janice to play catch-up. So let's see if Barbara can keep the fish on the line. She's going to raise her bet up here. That looks like it'd be $60 to come along, and I don't think either player is going to do it for that price. Tony taking a look at her cards, wanting to know. I'm sorry, she didn't have a gut shot. She has a pair of jacks. Does she want to give Barbara credit for a king? Little does she know Barbara has 2 kings. So not just 1, but 2. Let's see if she shows this hand. She does show the hand. Let everybody know that she was not playing around, and when she reaches for those kind of chips, she means it. So big pot there for Barbara, and that's going to swing her all the way back into the black, into the positives, into the green. $371 stack up from the $300 buy-in there for Barbara. So big pot, and it happens just that quick. You know, this $1, $2 game does get a little bit steep, especially as the stream moves along and players get more and more comfortable. People get some chips that they put back into play. People get short to try to make things happen. Um each one of these players only at one big pot away from having a pretty decent stack. Quite a few people watching the stream. Want to thank everyone for tuning in to Poker House of Fort Worth live here on Facebook and YouTube. This is the every other Sunday ladies game or women's game or whatever you want to call it. Just the ladies for this $1, $2 no limit hold'em, a $300 max buy-in game. Winter here going to call two with the ace 5 suited. Doreen is going to come along, raising it to 10 with her ace 6 of diamonds. Barbara going to come along with the jack 9 with her newfound chips. And J-Dog waking up with pocket queens, going to make a 3-bet here. Looks like a 3-bet to 35. Janice with pocket 8s. Going to see a pretty decent pot here. She's cutting out some calling chips. Wants to see if she can find an 8 on this flop. Winter, who was the original caller with the ace 5 suited. It's not a bad hand, especially these days. Players loving to play those ace suited wheel cards, but when you got a 3-bet and a call, a raise, a 3-bet and a call in front of you, it sort of shrinks up the ace 5 suited. And Winter doesn't have a whole lot behind to really be coming in for just 35. It's basically either all or nothing for her here. Does she want to gamble? She's reaching for chips. She's reaching for chips. She's counting it out. Yes, she is. She's going to put it all in there, and I love it. You might as well. Let's get some hearts. She's happy with her decision there, as you can see. She says, well, let's gamble. I'm all in. $63 here. Doreen in a tough position here. She's basically got the same kind of holding, but she saw, someone not only call her raise, but 3-bet her raise, a call, and then an all in. So what is ace 6 doing for you here? You're just looking for diamonds or nothing here, and she's only got about $100 behind too. So it's effectively for 3/4 of her stack. And she's counting out the chips. She says, this can be a big pot. Do I want to be a part of it? As she went, and she does. She says, diamonds, a girl's best friend. Let's get this in here and be a part of this big pot. And now Barbara decides to get out of the way. And J-Dog with the queens, she's just going to make the call. I was wondering if she was going to reship that there. That would have made the world interesting there for Janice. But looks like she's just going to call. So just like I said, things do happen really quickly, and we have ourselves about a $250 pot. So ace 5, ace 6, pocket queens, and pocket 8s. J-Dog is sitting very pretty with the 2 overcards being shared in the field. So Winter looking for some hearts. Doreen looking for some diamonds. J-Dog looking just to hold. And Janice looking for an 8. King 7, 10. 2 hearts out there. So Winter very much alive here with the nut flush draw. J-Dog can't like the king out there, but she doesn't know, but she's doing okay right now. Janice going to bet to see where she's at into this dry side pot here. Does J-Dog want to put Janice on a king? And she could get Doreen out here. Nope, Doreen's cutting out the chips. She said, I've got too much invested. We're just going to build a side pot. She could get some runner diamonds. And J-Dog lays down the queens. Wow, so the best hand by far going into the muck. Props to Janice. All she needs to do now is dodge a heart or an ace. Diamond on the turn. Now she's got 2, facing down 2 flush draws here. Toughie here for Janice. Doreen's never going to fold. There's only less than $20 left in her stack. So this hand could swing either way here. Winter, Doreen, both with flush draws. Any heart, any diamond, or anything else other than an ace is going to be for Janice. And to a river. A black jack does not do anything, and Janice is going to take down a almost a $400 pot with just pocket eights, and you see J Dog there upset she folded queens, but there was a king out there. You cannot blame J Dog necessarily for betting, laying that down after Janice is betting that heavily on that flop. And given the flop, you can't hate winners being in there with the heart draw, and then of course Doreen picks up the diamonds on the turn. That was just a Hollywood movie scripted hand that Janice played with aggression with her pocket eights to get the winning hand out of there in J Dog. And you saw J Dog there hitting the rail in frustration, letting go of the winning hand. But he did just have pocket queens, and there was a king out there. So big hand. That one's going to be one for the Clips. And now it's time for our top of the hour horse race. This is one of the promotions we do here in August. We're doing in August here at Poker House Fort Worth. Any cash games going on at the top of every hour. We're going to deal out 2 cards to each player. 2 cards to each player. Then the dealer will just run a complete board out. And if any player makes a full house or better, they win the progressive jackpot that we have going. It goes up $250 a day. And if no one hits a full house or better, it goes to the next day. King 8-10, no, not a lot going on here. A couple runners for a boat there. A 9. Does anybody have? Yep, probably get setting up. So doesn't look like we're going to get a boat this time. So the jackpot is safe, at least until the next top of the hour. Again, a really, really fun promotion we're doing here at Poker House Fort Worth in August. Over $5,000 given away in August. It's only the 18th, guys. The month is barely halfway over. We've had around $5,000 given away on these silly little horse races. You would be shocked how many times people get a full house or better on just a horse race. So come be a part of that here at Poker House Fort Worth. Every cash game. This is on stream. It's not special to the stream. The stream is just another cash game in the building. We've got other ones going on out on the floor. So every cash game at the top of every hour, just as a 2-card flip, as you call it, some people call it around here, 2-card horse race. Any full house or better made by any player, doesn't have to be the winning one, just any player that gets a full house or better gets the progressive jackpot. That goes up $250 a day if no one does it. But I think we've only seen it roll over twice. I think somebody has achieved the full house at least every day this month, except 2 times. And we've had a couple players win a $500 progressive jackpot because it does go up $250 a day. And since it's top of the hour there, you see on the screen the bomb pot time. Right after the horse race, we do the bomb pot. Players love the bomb pots around here. 4 cards, 2 boards, Omaha rules. 1 board to one winner and the other board to another player. And if you're not familiar with Omaha, you have to use 2 cards in your hand and 3 cards on the board. No more, no less. You must use 2 cards out of your hand along with 3 cards on the board to make the best 5-card poker hand. Any 2 cards can play for either board, so the ultimate goal obviously is to win both boards and do what they call a scoop. Win the entire pot by winning both boards using a combination of either 2 cards out of the 4 in your hand. Tough to do, but it does happen. So all players have their 4 cards now, and Carlos putting out the first board of Queen Ace Deuce, second board of King 10-10. So let's do the lovely commentator's job of trying to sift through all of the cards in a player's hands. No one with a 10 yet. I see Doreen has a ace and a king and a queen 2 pair on the top board. K-Dog with the king 9. She's got a heart draw on the top board. Still haven't seen a 10 in anyone's hand yet. Does anybody have a 10? 9 players, 4 cards, and no one has a 10 yet. Looks like nobody Say nobody had a 10. Jack, a big turn card there for Lady Luck, as she has now uh, turned set. But that did bring the hearts. Yeah, K Dog has the hearts here. So, there, I'm sorry, J Dog has the king here. So now she has the second flush on the top board. Doreen still ahead with her ace king on the bottom board. And the nut flush draw, even though it is a paired board. Lady Luck's going to bet her set of jacks out for $50. Doreen's going to come along, and J Dog's going to come along as well, since she has the flush. 4 on the top, no help. Jack on the bottom does bring home the spades. So Doreen has a royal flush on the bottom board. Fantastic there. And J Dog with her king high flush on the top. Yeah, she's going to make the call. I was going to say it's not easy because it's not the nut flush. Whenever you have 4 cards in your hand, someone could. And Lady Luck, unfortunately, going to get see the bad news that she's going to get scooped here. She's not going to bring back any of it with the set of jacks. So let's listen to Doreen's Royal. Yeah, that jack cost Lady Luck. That's what it was. The jack on the bottom made her boat on the bottom, and maybe she could beat a flush. But Doreen having a little bit better than a flush, the Royal. So really cool hand there. Tough beat for Lady Luck, catching the last jack in the deck to give her the full house in the bottom, just in case someone was playing a flush. She had the boat. Blue Dog's hand. Let's go, Lynn. And then a newcomer to the stream. Down just a little bit, not a lot. Still plenty of time to spin it back up into the black. So good job to Doreen there. Royal flush from J-Dog, maintaining a positive chip stack a little bit by picking up the half of that with the king high flush on the top board. Tony's still your overall chip leader, even after that massive pot there by Janice we had with the 8s that she got J-Dog to lay down the pocket queens. Barbara away from the table, missing out on her ace king, but that's okay. It looks like it's going to fold all the way around. Well, Lady Luck did call the 2. Let the graphics catch up here. We're going to have 3 players to a flop of 9, 5, 8, 2 diamonds. Get a look here at what some of these players have. Checks around 10 on the turn, diamonds. We don't know what Janice has. She's going to bet out $5. We know that she's probably got better than what Lady Luck has here. It's actually not winner that's in the hand, it's Amanda, but she lets it go, and so does Lady Luck. So Janice going to pick up the small pot there. Showed a pair in the Jack High Diamond draw. So Tony still doubled the starting stack, a little over 600. Janice, $530. J-Dog, $387. Barbara, $350. Amanda, $340. Lynn down to about 100. Lady Luck down almost 200 after that bomb pot disaster. Doreen has actually come back up to just being $200 down. She had just recently rebought for the 300, so working her way back up. And Winner looking to wake her way back into the positive numbers. Lady Luck and Lynn limping in for $2. Doreen going to raise this up to 10 with the queen and 9 suited. Janice wants to play the jack 8 of hearts, calls as well. Winter looking to get involved, calls with the king 5 suited. So the hearts are in jeopardy as two players share hearts and Lady Luck with the lone ace of hearts. 4 ways to a flop of queen, 9, 10, 2 spades here, 1 heart, top pair, top 2 pair, Doreen, or top and bottom pair with the queen 9. She's going to immediately lead this one out for 15. And Janice, jack 8, flops the joint straight. So, and winner is going to come along as well, needing a jack or running hearts. So Janice in the catbird seat right now. 7 of hearts does keep winner alive here with the flush draw. Doreen checks her 2 pair, and Janice grabbing for a deep stack of chips. Winner's going to come along, and Doreen makes a fantastic laydown. Big laydown there by Doreen. Board pairing 10, it doesn't give winner anything, so she's going to check it. Janice is going to show the flopped straight, doesn't make a bet on the river there just in case someone did make the boat. So good non-bet there by Janice, and just takes down that decent size pot, and that's going to put her into the chip lead now with $630 in the chips in front of her. Big laydown there by Doreen, 2 pair, but the board got very wet, very straighty, very quick. And in fact, her 2 pair was actually counterfeit on the river, so saved a little bit of money on that one there. And winner gambled to try to hit that heart and didn't quite get there, but I thought it was a good call as well. Knowing that if your opponent does have that straight, then you definitely have a better flush draw. They can't have already have that straight with the ace of hearts in their hand. So good call by winner, but just didn't quite work out for her. Tony going to limp in here with King Jack. J-Dog coming along for 10 with the ace 3 offsuit. Amanda on the button playing her position with ace 7 going to call. Winner 9-8 offsuit going to call. Lady Luck going to call the 10 as well. We're going to go 5 ways to a flop here. Some various holdings on a flop of deuce, 4, 5, 2 diamonds. No one with diamonds in their hand. J-Dog flops the wheel with the ace tray. I was going to say she's open-ended, but if she had ace 3, and she's going to have the wheel here, I'm going to bet out 20, and I don't think she's going to find any fish on the line for this one. Actually, Tony's going to come along. Tony is going to float with the 2 overcards here, unfortunately drawing virtually dead, and hits a tough card on the turn. Tony might get in trouble now thinking that her jack on the turn could be best. J-Dog is just going to fire out a teaser bet of 20 again, and Tony immediately calls since she hit the jack. Board pairing 5 on the river could save Tony a little bit of money if J-Dog here fires pretty decently. She did reach for a good stack, 45. Tony may look her up just to keep her honest, just to see if her jack is good there, but that 5 on the river could save her money because J-Dog could just be betting out top pair 5 here. But she does make the call just to pay the cost of an education to see that J-Dog did actually have the goods this time. Shows the ace tray flopped wheel. And big pickup there for J-Dog. Puts her a couple $100 up on the session right now. And Tony can afford the hit. She's still a couple $100 up herself. So starting to see a little bit of separation in chip stacks here. Janice, Tony, and J-Dog all over that $500 mark. Janice still over the $600 mark. And Amanda and Barbara still floating around even. Lynn, Lady Luck, Doreen, and Winner looking to climb out of the hole. But these ladies here definitely can. As we've seen some of these chip stacks swing on these pots. These ladies are not afraid to put money in the middle. Definitely seen some pretty couple $300 pots. Amanda in the cutoff. She's going to raise. No, she's just going to call the 2 with her ace queen offsuit. Lady Luck in the small blind. And Lynn checks her options. So we're going to go 5 ways to a limped pot. 6, 9, 10. Lady Luck going to bet this one out with her middle pair. Lynn going to get out of the way. Barbara, gut shot, chooses not to come along. And Amanda with the ace queen. You know, Amanda's had a couple good hands. Just nothing connecting, but she's going to float along this time with the 2 overcards, and I don't mind it at all. Good call, in my opinion. 8 on the turn. Now, Amanda, oh man, I'd love to see her fire right there. Just bluff that she has the straight, but that's okay. Ace on the river is going to save her anyway. She's going to have the top pair. Lady Luck not going to bet. Amanda going to bet this one out, and I don't think Lady Luck can continue here unless she just wants to see what she has. It's only $10. She may pay it just to get the education, and she does. And she's going to see that she's going to see that Amanda did get there on the river on her. So good for Amanda finally dragging some chips. She's been a little bit card dead the last little bit here on a stream, and what she has picked up just has not quite connected. But that time, even though it didn't connect on the flop, she stuck with it and got there on the river. It's going to just eke her right over the starting stack. She's up about $50. And it says hand number 19 on the stream, but we had a little bit of a computer hiccup early into the stream, so they've played it longer than that. Girls have been playing a little over an hour, 115 minutes or so. Doreen going to straddle under the gun. So first act here going to be Tony. Oh no, she didn't straddle. They're just acting really quickly. Everyone coming along at forward $2 all the way around the table here. We had looks like one person folded. I'm going to try to figure out what everybody's out there, but I don't see a whole lot for many. A lot of middling to low cards. Carlos puts out a flop of Jack, 9, King, 2 hearts. Lynn with top pair kings. Checks her option. J-Dog, middle pair, Jack 10, bets out 10. Amanda with the ace 9, middle pair with a better kicker, calls as well. Lady Luck's going to float along with the ace deuce. Lynn going to call the 10 with her kings. Doreen does have a heart draw. So there is a heart draw in the field. So gut shots, heart draws, still a lot to develop. There's the queen. That's going to give the Jack 10 for J-Dog at the straight along with Doreen. But Doreen has the redraw to the flush. J-Dog's going to bet 30 on this one. That board straightened out pretty well, so I don't think Lynn is going to lose any money here. She's probably going to let this top pair go as she does. But Doreen definitely not going to fold. And J-Dog here currently chopping the pot, but trying to dodge a heart. Does so. So as long as neither player folds, they will chop this one down to the middle. J-Dog going to put her to the test one more time for another $30 bet. And given the pot size, Doreen's going to look that up immediately. So they're both going to show the 10 and chop this one up. But Doreen with the free roll there. Both players chopping on the turn, with Doreen drawing to the hearts. Quite a few people watching on YouTube and Facebook. I can see both chats. Let me know who you're tuned in, listening, or watching. Let me know who you're rooting on here on this ladies stream, where you're watching or listening from. We enjoy putting on these productions, and can't wait to bring you more here in the future as we improve the equipment, the settings. We got a lot of stuff coming up. I'm really excited about it. And one of the next things we're going to be streaming this week is that $50,000 guaranteed tournament. It's only a $65 buy-in. Only a $65 buy-in. That's going to be Poker House of Fort Worth and Poker House Peaks running simultaneously, 8 flights all this week, starting on Tuesday. $65 tournament for a $50,000 guaranteed pot. We cannot wait to bring you the action on that. I'm going to be streaming a few of those flights this week. Depending on how busy we are, we can spare some personnel. I'm going to get in here and let you guys watch to see who can bag and tag in that big tournament. Come back here a week from today for day 2 and play for all of that money here live on stream. Winter here finally connecting with the ace jack top pair. J-Dog also hitting an ace, but with a worse kicker, get about out 15 here. Winter reaching for some raising chips. Yeah, she's going to go ahead and put it all in here. And I don't think J Dog's going to be able to come along. Now that 3 kicker looms small, not large. As the graphics catch up and folds around back to J Dog. Yeah, she's going to let that one go. So, winner, dragging some chips, much needed chips. Sometimes it takes just dragging one pot to shake off the little downswing that she's been on. See if she can build that up. Janice still here, the chip leader after that massive pocket eights hand. $630 in her stack. Tony and J Dog both floating around the 500 mark. Barbara and Amanda both around the 3 to 350 mark. Lynn just under 200. Doreen's just under 300, but is in for an additional bullet, so she's down a little bit more. J Dog and Amanda calling $2. Winner here with her newfound chips. Going to try to make it 2 pots in a row, raising it up to 17 with the King Jack of Hearts. Lady Luck pocket sixes wants to come along and try to spike a 6 here somewhere. Barbara not having anything there. J Dog going to come along with the King 9 offsuit. And Amanda with pocket fives getting a great price to continue here. 4 to 1 on her $17 pocket fives, looking to try to spike a sneaky set here. So we're going to go 4 players to a flop. The King would spell disaster for K-Dog, but it does not come. But the pocket fives does come home for Amanda on a 10-5 deuce flop here. And she checks it very sneakily. And Lady Luck going to put in her last little bit here, try to take down this pot on a bluff. Unfortunately, it's not going to work. As Amanda here is never going to fold down her middle set. Winner with 2 very pretty cards, just over cards, going to let that one go. So Lady Luck here putting her chips in a good spot, trying to pick up this pot, but unfortunately ran right into it with Amanda's flopped set of fives. 8 on the turn, a 6, and only a 6 or a diamond doesn't get there. So Lady Luck picked up some additional outs on the turn there. Diamond would have given her the win. But Amanda is going to take that one down with her flopped set of fives, and she's going to have her covered. So Lady Luck going to need to reach for another bullet here on this cash game. And she might decide to let some of these other ladies play. We have a waiting list, actually. Actually have a waiting list for this ladies game, and I love it. The more interest we get on every other Sunday, we may do this every Sunday here at Poker House Fort Worth. So if you are watching or listening near the area and would like to participate in our ladies streams, be sure and reach out to us, because if we start getting more and more interest, we'll do it weekly instead of every other week right now. Right now we're doing it every other week and doing some other productions on Sundays in between. But if we continue to get the interest, we'll keep putting it on, because they're really, really fun streams that we have. We enjoy doing the ladies stream here, and they have a good time. And I'm shocked I haven't been yelled at since I haven't ordered the pizza yet. Maybe someone else has done it for me. I usually catch heat because I get it distracted in here talking about the game and forget to order these ladies their pizza. Folds around to Lynn, who's going to come along with the 8-7 offsuit. Doreen making the call with the Jack 9 offsuit. Button folds. J-Dog with the Ace-King going to raise her up to 10. Actually, Doreen's the one that raised it up to 10 with the Jack 9 offsuit. J-Dog just smooth calls with the Ace-King. Lynn getting out of the way. We're going to have a heads-up battle here between Doreen and J-Dog. Jack 9 offsuit versus the Ace-King offsuit. 7 deuce deuce. J-Dog first act does check her action. Doreen going to continue here reaching for chips. I love the pedal to the metal aggression here, the C-bet. We'll see if J-Dog wants to just float along with the Ace-King or if she wants to believe her for a pocket pair, and she does. So good betting there by Doreen, playing that just as if it were a pocket pair, and a good flop for a pocket pair, and J-Dog believes her. Much needed chips there for Doreen. J-Dog munching on some Fritos. She was here late last night. We were all here till about 5:30 this morning. Had late night cash games. Good day yesterday. Big tournament. A couple big winners in the tournament. First place is well over $1,000. And then we had a couple cash games running late, and we had a Congress game mixed in there, a DC game mixed in there. Like I said, I was here till 5 a.m. along with J Dog and a couple other dealers. But she still made it for the ladies' stream today. Lots of limpers into this pot here. Don't know if anyone has folded. Nope, we're going to do a family pot. Everyone in for two. Not even going to try to predict what the holdings are here. There's just too many, and we'll see what Carlos puts out here. 3, ace, 6, 2 hearts. See if anybody has a flush draw. Lynn does have a 9 high flush draw. J Dog's going to bet this one out with her second pair, 7, 6. Going to bet 10. Janice, 8, 5. Looks like it connects, but it does not. She lets that one go. Amanda with the Jack 4 needs some running clubs or running straight cards. She's going to pitch in 10 and see what happens. Winter folds her King 9 suited. Late luck out of the way as well. Lynn makes the call with her flush draw. And Barbara folds. So we're going to have 3 left. 7, 6, Jack 4, and a 9, 8 heart draw. Deuce on the turn does improve Amanda's holdings just a little bit. Got a flush draw and a straight draw. It's going to check through to a river. And a 6 of clubs does come home, giving Amanda the Jack high flush. And J Dog is going to be the one that's going to bet this out for her because she made trips. Amanda here. Let's see if she raises this up. Or if she just likes to call because there are. She folded. She might not have had the Jack 4 of clubs there. Sometimes the card readers do miss the hands. So either Amanda gave her the credit for the full house or thought she had a bigger flush, or she didn't have the Jack 4 after all. The world may never know. We just know that J-Dog there dragging that pot. Yeah, I thought Amanda was looking to size up a raise there, but she either thought she might have had a bigger flush or the board pair did make boat opportunities out there. So either way, she let her holdings go, and J-Dog pushes her over the 500 mark on the session. Lots of players to a flop here. Janice, the only big hand I saw there, ace, jack suited. Dealer John putting out the ace, jack 5. Nope, it's going to be a 3, 6, 3. Let the graphics correct here. That's going to miss everyone. Yeah, the board is not what it appears on screen as they were trying to reset the graphics here. Dealer Carlos getting into the box here as these players all put in $5 for the bomb pot. Dealer change bomb pot. 4 cards, 2 boards. Omaha rules. One half of the pot for one board, the other half for the other board. like Amanda and Tony sitting out the bomb pot. I don't blame them. They are a circus sometimes. So all participating players get 4 cards each. After putting in $5, and we immediately go to 2 boards. The first board, 10, Jack, 8, 2 hearts. Ace, Deuce, 5, 2 hearts. So let's see who has some hearts here. Winner with the middle set here. Going to bet the pot of 30. Omaha rules, most you can bet is the pot. Lady Luck with the flopped straight on top. Smooth calls. Doesn't have a heart draw. Doreen, Pocket Kings makes the call. Open-ended on the top board with her King, King, Queen. Barbara coming along as well with the flopped wheel on the bottom. We've got a lot of hands here. And no player having hearts. That's a big, big deal since both boards have heart draws. So we could see the hearts come out and slow down the action. In fact, there it is on the bottom board, plus a board pair weakens Barbara's holdings there a little bit. Winter not going off, not slowing down. She has the flopped queen high straight. Sorry, she does have a 9, so her and Lady Luck both having queen 9 on that top board. Barbara's still in the lead with her wheel, but it is a scary turn card for her. We'll see if she wants to come along. She does lay it down, so that's going to be a big deal there for Lady Luck, as she's going to have the better hand on the bottom. So there, she's got trip deuces, and they both have the same straight. So winner is going to lose 3/4 of this pot unless she can spike a 10 on the bottom. Does not get there. So winner gets lucky and gets the top board, and Lady Luck's going to get the bottom board with the pocket queens. So that was a good card on the top. Didn't even pay attention to that. I started looking at those straights. She did have the flop set of 10s. Board pairing Jack on the top negates both of their flopped straights. And Lady Luck does have the queens on the bottom to stay alive. So that's how quickly things can change in bomb pots when you have 4 cards in your hand and 2 separate boards. Good catch there by Winner to take away that top. And they got Barbara to fold the best hand, flopped a wheel on the bottom, but it was a good fold by Barbara. The flush got there, the board paired the whole 9 yards, and if you don't have a very, very strong holding in bomb pots, you can be set up for a heartache. But in the end, Winter and Lady Luck chopping up the bomb pot, and we are off on to Hold'em. Janice, still your big stack. Doreen going to call the $2 with a 10-9 offsuit. Tony, finally picking up a hand. It's been a minute for her. Has seen anything good to look down at. Raising up to 20 with the pocket kings. Janice on the button with the ace-4 offsuit. Decides to let this one go. It's folded around. All the way back to Doreen with the 10 and 9. Does she call the 18? No, she doesn't. So Tony not going to have any fish on that line there, but doesn't mind stacking chips better than losing with pocket kings. So patient enough to catch a good hand, but didn't quite have anybody else on the line to make any money off of it. Tony and J-Dog, second in chips right now, both around 500. Amanda, about 150 up on the session. Barbara, just a little bit in the positive. And the rest looking to get back into the black. Doreen looking down at 10-9. Suited calls $2. Tony calling 2 with the pocket trays. J-Dog wants to see a flop with 9-8 suited. Winner with my favorite hand completes with the 7-5 suited. Lady Luck checking her option with the ace-10 offsuit. So we're going to go 5 ways to a flop. Some diamonds in play for a couple of these players. as Carlos puts out a flop of 4-5 king with the 2 diamonds. So J-Dog and Winner not going to go anywhere in here. Winner having the middle pair of 5s. No one having a king, so it's going to check through to a turn. Diamond can be disastrous, and there it is. 4 king 6. J-Dog and Winner both having the flush. But surprisingly enough, Winner not dead, even though J-Dog has one of her outs. She's looking for the straight flush in the 3 of diamonds. Her only out, the 3 of diamonds, does not come, but the board does pair, so it could save them both some money. Winner's going to bet another 40. J-Dog's got to call this off with the 9 high, and Winner's going to see the bad news here and see that she was still alive. She had a singular out. So tough beat there for Winter, getting there with the diamonds, but bigger diamonds waiting across the table. So it shows hand number 28, but we had to do a quick computer restart early. So these players have been playing quite a bit longer than that. They've been playing about almost a couple hours now. Been a fun session of poker. Some big pots, some big bets, a couple bluffs. Janice making her great play with the pocket 8s, getting the pocket queens of J-Dog to lay down. Otherwise, J-Dog would have a monster stack right now. Doreen, first act, lets hers go. Tony, tired of sitting here, calls $2 with the 4-3 offsuit. Barbara, same. 6-5 of spades. Amanda coming along as well, 4-5. Winner folding her button. Lady Luck waking up with ace-king offsuit in a small blind to see if she wants to raise this up. She does raise it up to 11. Lynn gets out of the way. And Tony, Barbara, and Amanda all coming along. So we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. Lady Luck, even though she's a manager here, makes it 11 to make it hard on the dealer to make change for some reason. 4 ways in. Queen, King, 9. Just a shot at you, Lady Luck. We know. She's going to land best here with her ace-king top pair. Going to continue to bet out here, $35. Tony not catching any part of that. Neither is Barbara. Going to get out of the way. Amanda does have second pair, but gets out of the way. So Lady Luck building up a small pot. C-bet there on that flop, connecting with the king, dragging that pot. Good job on her. Going to feel good to drag some chips after the couple beats that she has taken. And still in it. Before the stream started, while we were getting the computers all reinitialized and set up, I was talking to some of these ladies about the $65 tournament coming up this week. But not just that, the tournament tonight. Some of these ladies will be playing in the very, very good tournament we've been having on Sunday nights. In 2 hours from now is the $1,500 guaranteed bomb pot tournament. It's regular Texas Hold'em, but we have a bomb pot every level change. That's right, a normal Hold'em tournament, but a bomb pot every level change just kind of spice things up. We had over 50 entries last Sunday. Big tournament. So if you're watching or listening from nearby the Poker House Fort Worth area, that tournament's not going to start for a couple more hours. You got plenty of time to get here for that tournament. It is a free roll tournament. $0 to play. Gets you 3,000 in chips, and then you can get an additional 7,000 in chips for a $10 instant bonus. So for $10, you can start with a 10K stack. And then you can add on at any point underneath when you're at 10K or less for $25 for 25,000 in chips. So it's a great tournament. Like I said, we had over 50 entries last Sunday. Big tournament. Barbara turns trip aces here. Not much else going on, but Doreen's going to come along with the 9 just in case Barbara doesn't have the ace. Doreen feels like she has the best of it. Going to keep Barbara honest here. 7 on the river doesn't change anything. Doreen's going to check, and Barbara's just going to turn hers over since she only has a 3 kicker. Good no bet there by Barbara. 3 kicker did play into that there just in case Doreen had an ace as well. But Barbara stacking the chips. It's been a minute for her, so good patience to finally get rewarded and stack from a decent sized pot. And she's up for the session. Yeah, 2 hours from now, 7 p.m., $1,500 guaranteed no limit hold'em tournament with a bomb pot. Every level change. It spices things up for sure. It's a lot of fun. Had a lot of entries last week, and hoping to have the same turnout tonight. I'm sure we will. So if you're watching or listening near the Poker House Fort Worth area, plenty of time to get here for that tournament. I know a lot of these ladies will be playing in that tournament as well. Barbara, under the gun, immediately wakes up with pocket kings. Let's see what her price of admission is. Looks like it's going to be $28 to play. Let's see if anybody has anything to play with. J-Dog folds Janice, looking down at ace-6 of clubs, wants to make the call. And Amanda picking up the 9-6. The 9-6 game is on. She wants to play. She's going to 3-bet to 40. And Lady Luck all in for 165 with ace-9. So a tough beat there for Amanda trying to make a play with the 9-6. And there's chips flying everywhere. So Barbara raises it up with pocket kings. Janice and Amanda. Janice calls, and then Amanda 3-bets to 40, trying to win the 9-6 game. Lady Luck shoves in the rest of her stack for 161 over the top with the ace-9 suited. Now it's up to Barbara. Does she want to put some more money in the middle with the pocket kings? And if she folds, I think everybody else is going to fold as well. Just fold. So a lot of action for kings there. Big fold. Janice not going to come along with her ace-6 more than likely. And Amanda, who was just trying to make a play with the 9-6. Let's see if she shows it. Say, hey, I was just monkeying around here trying to win the fun side game for an additional $40. You should have showed it. Should have showed it just to say, hey, I was trying. It's a good play there by Amanda. And Lady Luck getting lucky with all that action in between her and Barbara. Otherwise, Barbara would have probably snapped that off. But you have pocket kings, you bet 20, you immediately get 3-bet to 40, and then someone jams for 161 on top of that. You know, a lot of people say, oh, I've got pocket kings, I've got a call. No, you don't. No, you don't. We saw that on Wednesday, DJ's game. Pocket kings run straight into pocket aces, and a $2,000 pot. People need to remember this is just a cash game. This isn't a tournament. You can fold and just go to the next hand. No harm, no foul. So Barbara laying that down very, very well in my book. You get 3-bet and 4-bet shove in front of you. Just go to the next hand. Who cares if it's pocket kings? Move on. Not a tournament. Find a better spot to play. Amanda here, ace-9 offsuit after making the play with the 9-6. Here she wants to play the ace-9. Janice saying she'd have put her money out there with kings, but you know what? It's okay. It's just a cash game. You can go to the next hand. A lot of limping going on, and Doreen's going to raise it up to 10 with her pocket sixes. Tony going to come along with the ace-8 offsuit. Action folded over. Let the graphics catch up here. It's on Amanda. $8 more to call with the ace-9 offsuit. Does make the call. Lady Luck with the 5-3 hand. No reason not to see a flop now. Fun little holding. Oh, she does let it go. Lynn, King, Jack offsuit going to make this call here. So we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. Ace-9 versus ace-8. And then we have King, Jack, and pocket sixes. A flop of 8, 4, 9. So Amanda flopping a top pair with her ace-9. Middle pair with Tony, who's going to bet this one out for, looks like 20. Amanda with a top pair here. Ace kicker. Let's see if she wants to call the 15. She does lay it down. So Lynn here, 2 overcards. Hasn't had much to work with. Unfortunately, has laid that down. Doreen going to call the 15 just to see if she can spike a 6, or if Tony is on a straight or flush draw, she could still be in the lead. 5 of diamonds on the turn. The straight and the flush get there, but it doesn't slow down Tony, as she does have the ace of diamonds in her hand as a backup plan. Doreen now with the 7 to a straight and the bluff catcher with the pocket sixes. 10 on the river. All the straights get home. Tony's going to check this. Doreen stacking chips. Big bet, Doreen. Oh, I need bigger than that. You need bigger than that, Doreen. Tony doesn't like to fold. She may look her up. Oh, she does lay it down. It was big enough. Thank goodness there. Big bluff there by Doreen. I didn't think she'd bet enough there on the river. Had a great line, a great idea. I thought she didn't fire a big enough cannonball there on the river, but it was just big enough. Luckily for her, Tony's hand was just a pair, and the board had all the diamonds, all the straights. Tony was going to fold to any sort of decent-sized bet. There's just too much out there that beats her. I don't hate her fold one bit. I just thought it might take more than that to get her to let it go. Seen her in the past make a few calls to keep people honest here on stream. But it was big enough. So a big bet there by Doreen. Great play. Taking down that much needed pot for her to climb back up closer to even. She's had a rough stream of it so far. But if anybody can get back to even, she can. Very, very experienced cash game player here at Poker House Fort Worth. Amanda first to act, lets her hand go. Winner looking at the Queen 10 offsuit. She's been playing a short stack most of this cash game. Not much room to maneuver when she does get it in there. She's been a little bit unlucky. Doreen trying to see if she can win back-to-back hands, calling with the Queen 7. Tony coming along at ace 8. Barbara calls 5 as well. And the J-Dog in the big blind are going to punish the limpers here. She's going to raise this up to $20 straight with her pocket 9s. Janice out of the way. Winner going to go ahead and make the call with her Queen 10. Doreen with money out there decides to complete Queen 7. Tony going to defend to her button 15, and Barbara does let it go. So J-Dog's raise gets 1 out of the field, and we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. J-Dog ahead with the pocket 9s, looking to dodge a queen or an ace or a 10. And there's a 10, Jack, 6 on this one here. Winner with middle pair. J-Dog. Pocket 9 is going to bet 15 or 20 here. Let's say $20 to see where she's at. Winner not in the mood to fold just yet. Calls the $20. Doreen, not much for her, so she lets it go. Tony, same. A little frustrated fold there for her. So Winter, second pair, technically ahead. Still a tough board. King on the turn is going to lock in Winner here, though. That's going to turn her open-ended. J-Dog not going to be able to bet enough here to get her off of it. $20, though, is the bet. Snap call there by Winner, as she is now open-ended with the third pair. Ace on the river seals the deal. Gets there. Winter. Now J-Dog. Yeah, she's just going to surrender this hand here as Winner turns over the Queen 10 for the made straight. J-Dog knew that there was nothing going there. Yeah, J Dog lamenting that she got rivered, and she did. She had a good line. This board got worse and worse for her pocket nines, and Winter stacking some much needed and much deserved chips. She's had a rough stream, but again, she's another one of those players that can definitely make the run back very, very easily. Experienced cash game player here at Poker House Fort Worth. All these ladies are doing quite well on this stream. We've seen some fantastic moves, some bluffs, a couple squeezes. A very, very good play here at this women's game at Poker House at Fort Worth. We have every other Sunday at 3 p.m. That leads right up to our Bomb Pot tournament at 7 p.m. And now Winter, these newfound chips, can immediately get to putting to work. Looking down at pocket kings. Let's see how much she makes it here. 40. Big, big, big bet. She's seeing if she can catch one on the line here. Does anybody wake up with anything? J-Dog had a shot with the Jack 10 suited, but chose against it. Now it's folded all the way around to Amanda with the King 9 offsuit. Does let that one go. So Winner not going to take any chances. Going to raise this one up quite a bit to get all of the junk hands out of there, and that's exactly what she did. Better than getting the kings cracked. So Janice still in the lead after those monster pots earlier. Hasn't had much to play with since, but that monster $500 pot, their pocket eights, still has her sitting at over $600. J-Dog behind her, just over 500. Tony at 430. Amanda still in the black. And back to back to back hands here with Winner. She's going to have ace queen. This time going to raise it up to 25. There's been some pre-flop aggression, but not a whole lot. So these $25 and $40 bets pre-flop are being seen as really strong. And it's fold all the way around to Amanda with the queen 8 offsuit, and she's tired of getting pushed around here. She's going to defend her queen 8. Makes the call. So we're going to have a queen 8 versus ace queen. Winter, pretty good strong hold on this one. Amanda going to need to get lucky catching an 8. Jack, king 7, 2 diamonds. Not going to be any help. It's going to go check. That's good news for Amanda. She does have a chance to catch up. Board pairing Jack on the turn. A winner going to have to bet this night here, and she is big bet, $40 bet, and that's going to be everything there for Amanda to fold. So winner, 3 pots in a row. Boom, boom, boom. Picking it up and stacking some chips. Trying to get her stack back to even as she had kind of an unlucky start to the stream. But still playing well. And it's still time to come back. A little over an hour, right about an hour left in the stream. And these ladies will play a little bit after the stream, but I know a lot of them are going to play in that tournament. The big tournament we had on last Sunday. We're hoping to have that one again, that kind of turnout again tonight. It was over 50 players. 50 players played in our 7 p.m. No limit hold'em $1,500 guaranteed tournament with the bomb pots. The bomb pots, every level change. Lady Luck looking down at 10-9 of diamonds, going to raise this one up. Called by 4 other players here. Janice with diamonds as well. Winner with the ace of diamonds all by itself. If there gets to be too many diamonds out there. 8, Jack, 7. So Lady Luck raising it up pre-flop and then immediately flopping the straight. Let's see how she plays this here. Amanda actually first to act on the small blind. Is going to lead this out for her, betting 15 with her second pair. And Lady Luck not choosing to slow play this. Going to immediately raise to 45. Doreen with the gut shot folds. And Amanda's going to fold. So Lady Luck there. No takers. Had someone bet into her, but yanked a little too hard on that one and got everyone else to fold. But stacking chips is never a bad thing. She's right about $100 from getting back to even. Once again, I want to thank everyone for tuning into Poker House of Fort Worth for this ladies stream every other Sunday here at Poker House Fort Worth. You can sign up for the stream if you're in the area and want to play on this ladies only cash game. Just a $1, $2 no limit hold'em, a tournament, $300 max buy-in. I'm going to need to step away from the computer for just a moment, so I'm going to turn the table up here and let you listen to these ladies while I will be right back here on stream. And like I said, enjoy the action. I'll be right back. And I am back in the booth just in time for the hourly horse race. The August promotion horse race, 2 cards face up. Dealer will just run a full board out. Any player getting a full house or better wins the progressive jackpot. $250 a day up for grabs. Ace, Jack, Trey. Eight on the turn. Jack on the river. I don't see. Yeah, just trip jacks for the king there. So no full house. Prize moves forward to the next hour. But Doreen, with the winning hand, does get to spin the wheel to earn some chips for our qualifier. So everyone knows this is the qualifier, $20,000 free roll championship on October 12th. The next one's on September 7th. $25 entry fee. And that is it. You're trying to get into the top 15% to move forward to the championship on October 12th. This is the only way you can get in that tournament. The only way you can get into this tournament is to play in these qualifiers. We had 12 qualifiers on August 3rd. The next tournament is on September 7th. That is what Miss Doreen is spinning that wheel for, because you get to build your own chip stack for the qualifier. Just by playing here at Poker House Fort Worth, you get to be in the qualifier if you're a member, and your chip stack that you start with is dependent upon your participation here at the club. Cash games, tournaments, contest promotions, just like we just had there. Add to your chip stack in order to get into that $20,000 zero entry tournament. Very, very excited about that coming up in October. Not much chance. Only 2 chances left to get into it, so don't miss that on September 7th. I'm playing a bomb pot here. King, 6, queen on the top board. 4, 8, deuce, all diamonds on that bottom board. Only 4 players playing in this bomb pot. Looks like the players have stepped away to maybe grab a drink. Doreen flopping the flush. She's going to bet it out, and everyone's going to let it go. So quick, easy, painless bomb pot there. No disasters. Some of the ladies take an opportunity to grab a quick drink at a bathroom break. J-Dog. I must have missed a train wreck when I had to step out on the floor. Dadgummit. Looks like Janice and J-Dog got into it. It's like J-Dog took a chunk out of Janice's stack. Somebody in the chat catch me up with what I missed. Goodness, I had duties to attend to. Had to step out of the booth and missed a monster hand, apparently, between Janice and J-Dog. Goodness me. Barbara with the pocket aces didn't get to play the kings, but she's going to play the aces, raise up 22 callers. 8, king, deuce. Safe flop there for pocket aces. Lynn and Doreen not catching any of that, so Barbara going to breathe on this pot here, and Doreen and Lynn going to run away. Actually, as soon as I say something, the opposite happens. Lynn decides to go ahead and bluff at this one here. Unfortunately, just not going to probably get away with it. She raises it up to 100 straight. Lynn, I love the play. She hasn't caught many cards, needs to make something happen. Said I love the play, but unfortunately, it just bad timing here. Maybe her card reader's wrong. Maybe she has a flush draw. Not sure. We'll find out. She's effectively all in. Has a couple white chips left behind, so they can't turn their cards over here. Barbara going to show her the pocket aces, and unless Lynn's card reader is incorrect, she dead ace tens. Try to make a move there. I love it though. Nothing wrong with trying to make a move when the cards do not cooperate. Sometimes you have to make your own action happen. Unfortunately, Barbara just happened to have the goods at that point, so Lynn's plan didn't work. But I love the plan. Just tough timing there for Lynn. We'll see if she wants to rebuy back into the game. Got about 45 minutes left of the game. We're less than 2 hours away from the $1,500 guaranteed no limit hold'em tournament with bomb pots. That's right. Every level change, we do bomb pots in the free roll on Sundays and Fridays. Very popular tournament. Had over 50 entries last Sunday. Probably going to get the same kind of attendance tonight. So if you are listening or watching it near the Poker House Fort Worth area, do come check out this tournament that starts at 7 o'clock. It's a free roll tournament, $0 to get in, get you 3,000 in chips. And for a $10 instant bonus, you can get a 7,000 chips out of that for a 10,000 starting stack for only $10. You can then add on at any point when you're at 10K or less for $25 for 25,000 in chips. And then we have the add-ons of $50 and $75 during the end of registration break. But either way, it's not a very, very expensive tournament. And people love the bomb pot action, every level change. Ace, 7, 8, 2 hearts, 3 to a flop here. Doreen has pocket queen. Got looked up by Janice and Amanda. Neither player spikes much of anything here, but it is going to check through with the ace out there. King also scares the pocket queens, but Doreen's going to go ahead and reach for chips here and see where she's at. And this pot, a little over $60, she's going to bet, looks like 25 or 35 into it, and it's going to work. So good pot there, pick up by Doreen. Somebody in chat, tell me what happened between Janice and J-Dog. Had to step out onto the floor and literally missed a monster hand. J-Dog went from about 500 to 800, and Janice went from 600 to 300. So they had some kind of clash. Somebody in chat, catch me up. I'm going to have to rewind the vlog, or the video, the VOD, and see what happened. Somebody in chat, let me know. I can see both chats on YouTube and Facebook. If you ever have any questions or comments or anything about what's going on at Poker House Fort Worth, let me know. Janice coming along for $2 with the ace 10. Now it's Lynn's turn, who made a great bluff last hand. Didn't work out, but now she wakes up with pocket kings. And it looks like she's going to limp in with them here. Yes, so she's playing them slow, setting a trap. There are 3 aces out in the field, which is good news for her. It means there's less chance of one coming out on this flop of 7, 8, 4, 2 diamonds. Don't really see much in the field. Lynn maybe. Oh, actually, J-Dog's going to bet here for their middle pair. Bets 15. Janice coming along with the ace 10 offsuit. Lynn with the pocket kings going to make the call as well. Doreen with some running straight card opportunities. So now we're down to 4. Deuce of diamonds on the turn does bring the front door diamonds home. Going to give Lynn the best diamond draw, so that's a good turn card for her. If it's going to be anything, this be a diamond. It's not an ace. This one's going to check around at sea to a river. Actually, no. Doreen going to bet this one out. A pretty good size bet too. She's going to be representing these diamonds. It may just work here. Nope, Janice is going to look it up. She wants to put her chips back into play here. She's got a 10 high diamond draw. Comes along, and Lynn. Come on, Lynn, hang in there. And she does. Good on Lynn. So Lynn's still ahead. Actually, pretty well miles ahead. All she can do to lose is fold. So hopefully she doesn't do that. Maureen, check here. Actions on Doreen, who's going to fire a big bullet on this river here. Gosh, it would probably work, except for Lynn just doesn't have much left. She may be pot committed to make a call here. Same scenario that Lynn just pulled on Barbara. Just can't quite fold it. She's got pocket kings. She does make the call there. So Doreen, good effort there. And Lynn just way too strong to lay that one down and played it as slow as you can. So no way for Doreen to know that she was so strong there. So I love the play and I love the call there by Lynn. Good poker all the way around there. Doreen that's a couple times that she's really made some good moves. But that one, she had no idea where her opponent was in that hand. Lynn had played those kings uh, very well, very sneakily, and Doreen just had no idea. So J Dog, $500 up on the stream. I missed a big hand. I wish someone in the chat would tell me what happened between J Dog and Janice. They swapped stacks there. I had to step out onto the floor. Now I got to rewind the video. Barbara, almost $200 up on the stream. Amanda, $150 up. Tony is still a little over $100 up on the stream. Janice down just a little bit. Lynn trying to climb back out of a small hole. Lady Luck, Doreen, and Winner trying to get things going here onto the stream to get back to even. Where there's winners, there has to be losers. But each one of these ladies who are down have the ability to come back. Blue Dog saying, good job, Lynn. It was a good job. Played those kings nice and slow and got pretty good value out of them. Survived the run out. Janice getting more active now that she has to rebuild that stack. Lady Luck calling as well. Lynn calling the two. Barbara and J Dog all coming along as well in the blinds. And we're going to go to a flop here from John. Ace, Jack, 4, 2 clubs. No players having the club draw. J Dog having the gut shot. Bottom pair for Barbara. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Ace, Jack, 4, no pair for Barbara. But J Dog get a better middle pair, and it's going to be enough here to get through. So the rich get richer here in J Dog. Janice talking about her win string on stream. It has been a good one. Her string of live stream appearances have pretty much all been in the positive. This is the first time that she's at a risk of being down. Tony going to raise this one up with the 9-6, trying to win the 9-6 game here in the ladies stream. Looks like Winner stepped away from the table. So 3 players, one of them playing the sneaky 9-6 game, trying to get $5 from each one of the players And Tony does a flop bottom pair. She's going to bet this one out, and it's probably going to work. And everybody's going to see the 9-6 and pay her 5. Let's hear it. Too much fun here. Instead of the 7 deuce game, they play the 9-6 game. $5 from each player if you win with the 9-6. Extra equity to play that hand. Winning from $5 from each one of the players. So first to act on this one here is going to be Lady Luck, 7-3 offsuit. Gonna let that one go. Lynn gonna be looking down at Queen 8, see if she wants to play this one. Looks like she does for $2. Doreen gonna raise it up to 5, straight with the pocket deuces. Tony comes along as well with the 8-5 suited. J-Dog on the button, gonna defend it with the King 9 suited. Janice trying to keep her win streak alive, gonna call and get involved as well with the Jack 8. So we are going to go 6 ways to a flop here. Looking at 5 Jack 6 rainbow here. Janice with top pair. She does check and slow play it. Doreen going to check her pocket twos. Does not choose to c-bet. Tony, bottom pair. Running heart draw as possible. She bets $10. J-Dog coming along with, floating along with the King 9. Doreen going to try to see if she can spike a 2 on the turn here. So then there were 4 to a 5 on the turn. Big turn card there for Tony, who's going to take the lead away from Janice here. And Janice is not going to stop betting 20. Doreen lets the pocket twos go. Tony calls the 20. J-Dog goes ahead and lets her King high go. So Janice here, let's see if she smells something from Tony. Board pairing 6. Now there's a boat out there. Yeah, she's definitely not going to call much here. It is going to go check since Tony did get the bottom end of the boat there. 6 scared her just a little bit, but good no bet there. We have a hard time for Jack to call you, and only a 6 there will call any kind of real big bet. So good no bet, takes down that pot, and that's going to help her build up on her stack over 500 now for the stream. Lynn will be the first one to act here. Under again with the King 5. Does call the 2. Doreen 10-7 suited. Janice going to raise this one up on the button here. She is bound and determined to keep her win streak alive. Going to build up a pot here. Going to try to take down with her betting, not the cards. She knows how to do it. Ace, Queen 8, 2 diamonds here. Janice probably going to try to keep up the aggression, and it may work as no player here has an ace in the field, and no one has diamonds either. Oh, but J-Dog going to get in the way of this plan, betting the middle pair of queens. And Lady Luck comes along with bottom pair of 8s, trying to make something happen. They're needing some running hearts. We're going to go heads up to a turn between Lady Luck and J-Dog. Well ahead with the queens there on J-Dog. Ace on the turn could slow both of these players down. And it does. So the next one to bet here, representing the ace, could take this one down. Deuce on the river does bring home the front door diamonds. Lady Luck needed to bet that one there. J-Dog She's just going to turn it over and just try to see if her queen is best, and it is. So J-Dog picking up another pot there. Lady Luck missing an opportunity to bet there on the river. She bets big enough, and J-Dog will have to let that one go as it just went runner bad for her second pair. But J-Dog still has all the chips. The biggest stack at the table, up over $500 to $833 right now. Tony has moved behind her, up over $200, $520 stack. Barbara's still in the black as well, as is Amanda. Lynn, I believe she's down around 100. I think she rebought 400 and then won a couple of hands to get her to 256 stack, but I think she's in for 400. Janice, who had the monster stack earlier that I completely missed because I had to step out onto the floor and no one in chat will tell me what happened. Had a monster stack and lost it to J-Dog. I'll have to rewind the video. Several players limping in for two here. J-Dog, Queen 10 suited. Lady Luck with the 7-5 offsuit. Flop of deuce, 9, jack, 2 hearts. No players with hearts. Amanda with the single ace of hearts in case it goes runner. This one is going to check around to Amanda, who's going to check her second pair, and we're going to go to a turn, which is a 4 of hearts. So that's going to give Amanda the nut flush draw. Doreen decides to take a stab at it here with 4-10. And Amanda's going to go one. Yeah, Amanda's going to come along as well with her second pair nut flush draw. And if we see a black card on the river here, we may see Doreen fire another bullet here. But it is an ace, so that's going to give Amanda the check mark that she had it anyway. Doreen's going to fire here, but Amanda's going to have to call this off since she did hit the ace on the river. Yeah, and so Doreen, again, just smart betting out of Doreen. But unfortunately, her opponents have just had it. Whenever she makes that bluff, they're good bluffs, and they're going to work a lot of the time. It's just the opponents just bink it and get just enough to call it down. So again, I love the betting out of Doreen. It's just been tough timing for her with her opponents holding just enough to make the call down. But that's going to help Amanda get up at almost 200 up on the stream. She's played very patiently, folded a lot of hands, made a lot of big folds. Hasn't put herself in much in a position to have to gamble too much, and has profit to show for it so far. About 30 minutes left in the stream. These ladies trying to make moves, trying to earn money back or increase the monies they have made. J-Dog here with the big stack, raising it up to $10 with the ace jack offsuit. Janice coming along. Lynn with the pocket threes, going to look for a 3 on a flop, makes the call as well. It's going to bring in Tony and Barbara with all that money out there in the middle, and we're going to go 5 ways to a flop. One of the threes gone from the deck, making it harder to flop a set, but we're going to see a flop of a jack, 9, 2 diamonds. No players having a 9, but J-Dog having the ace jack. Going to bet out and see where she's at, betting 35. Janice, pretty frustrated, trying to make things happen, but unfortunately it can't connect. Has let that one go. Lynn with the pocket threes wants to see one more card to keep J-Dog honest here. We only know there's 1 3 left in the deck. Let's see if she can find it here on the turn. Not yet. 10 does bring a straight out there. Lynn's going to check it over to J-Dog, who's not going to let off the gas. She's going to bet it another 40 here. Lynn, only with a bluff catcher, decides to go ahead and lay it down. See if J-Dog chooses to show her ace jack here. She does not. Well, she might have. Might have shown that flashed the jack. Janice there nodding. That's going to put J-Dog over the 900 mark. 3x the buy-in. A great night for her so far. There's still some time left in stream. Let's see if she can hang on to those profits, or if some of these other players can get back into the black. J-Dog not slowing down, though. She's limping in with the queen at 3 offsuit. Janice going to get involved. You know, Janice loves to build up a stack and then sit back and pick and choose her spots, but you can tell that she's playing a pretty big range here, trying to get back into the black to continue her win streak on stream. It's been a good one. I've never seen her lose on stream. Lady Luck, though, waking up with pocket 10 is going to raise this one to 25. Lynn calls with the ace-queen offsuit. Doreen calls with king-queen suited. Folds all the way back around to Amanda. A king-8 offsuit does let it go. So we're going to go 3 ways to a flop. Ace-queen versus king-queen versus pocket 10s. 3 real hands coming together to see a flop of 7, 9, 5, 2 spades. Pocket 10s still in the lead. Just need to dodge kings, queens, or aces. No one picking up straight draws or flush draws. She's going to bet a full 100 here. Lynn, with just the ace-queen, is grabbing some chips. Maybe she feels like Lady Luck is just making a move here. She is thinking about it. She does make the call. So putting in more than half of her stack, almost 3/4 of her stack into this pot here. Unfortunately, drawing to just an ace or a queen. Doreen getting out of the way, who folded one of her queen outs. Jack on the turn does pick up a gut shot. Unfortunately, Lady Luck has 2 of those 10s that she needs to make that straight. Dodging an ace or queen. The king comes there, and it's scary for the pocket 10s, but she's going to see that she is good. Dodged all of the outs as there was no spade in Lynn's hand. And Doreen, I believe, folded a spade. I know she folded a king, so she would have taken that one away if she had been able to come along. But Lady Luck making a good bet on that flop with aggression, and a much needed pot there for Lady Luck. And if I'm not mistaken, that's going to put her really close to even, if not even. I think she's only into the game for 400. Lost her first initial buy-in of 300 and only bought in for 100 after that, and she's almost a 400 stack now. So big swing here for Lady Luck. Let's see if she can hang on to it or spin it up even more. And we're at the top of the hour, or I'm sorry, the bottom of the hour. Bomb pot action. They're doing the bomb pots on the top and the bottom of the hour. Some of the ladies choosing to sit out of the bomb pot action, but there's nothing wrong with that. Bomb pots can get a little bit spicy. And if you're here to play some poker, the bomb pots are tough poker. So it looks like we may only have about half these ladies, 5 of them participating in the bomb pot here. 4 cards, 2 boards, Omaha rules. 1 board it goes to 1 winner, another board it goes to another winner. They chop the pot. The goal is to get a combination of cards to play at both boards and maybe scoop. Not super easy to do, but sometimes you can bet your opponent out of the hand. It's a pot limit game, so the most you can bet is whatever is in the pot. Top board, 5-7 tray, all spades. Bottom board, king, ace, queen, 2 clubs, 1 spade. Barbara flopping the 10 high flush on the top board and flopping Broadway on the bottom with the jack 10. So Barbara, monster hand here. Doreen's going to bet it out for 20 for her bottom Broadway. J-Dog going to be coming along with a set of 7s on the top. So definitely some fireworks set up here to go off. Even Lynn's going to come along with her 6-4 flop straight on the top board. So this one's going to be a doozy. We'll see if the turn cards scare away any of these players here. 4 on the turn. Board pairing king on the bottom. That's going to slow down Barbara and Doreen a little bit, but maybe not. Barbara's still leading out here, setting her price. She still has the 10 high flush on the top, which is best. And she's currently chopping at the bottom. J-Dog getting out of the way. Lynn and Doreen still sticking with their holdings. 9 on the top, ace on the bottom. No players bowed up. So Barbara is going to be getting all of the top board with her 10 high flush and half of the bottom board with her ace high flush, but it may get all of it because Doreen it's hard for Doreen to call here. The board is paired twice, and especially when you have Lynn calling behind you. So Doreen, good fold. Man, she's been put in some tough spots tonight. Played well, but just put in some tough spots. And Lynn is going to call the 15 last little bit she has left all in and going to see the bad news that Barbara just has the world. She's got the Broadway on the bottom with the king blocker and a 10 high flush on the top board. So she's going to scoop the whole thing. Doreen, seeing that she was only going to get a quarter of that pot anyway. So good playing there from Lynn. Let's see if she wants to come back in one more time for this last 30 minutes or so of stream or not. But Doreen just been put in tough spot after tough spot. Made some good moves, made some good bets. A couple of very good bluffs on storytelling, but the players against her just happen to have it almost every time. She's just had a struggle of a stream, and anybody that plays poker knows that that is the way poker goes sometimes. You can make all of the right moves and still not make any money at the end of it. Lady Luck under the gun, looking down at Jack Deuce suited. She's pretty close to even. Let's see if she can get over the even mark. She's gonna fold. You can see they're close enough to even. Let the graphics play catch up here as players get removed from the table. Doreen's going to put in her last little bit of chips with the king at 10 offsuit. Actions on Tony. It looked like she made the call, and Barbara looks like she had pocket queens there. She just made the call. And we're going to go 5 ways to a flop. Doreen all in. 6, 7, 3 rainbow flop. We see Tony has an 8. 7 on the turn. Unless Tony's hiding a 7, Barbara's pocket queens are still way good. Jack on the river. Does anybody have diamonds? No, no one has. Unless Tony has 2 diamonds, another diamond underneath there. Yeah, Barbara did not have pocket queens there. It was just a card reader as we were trying to shuffle the players around. And Lady Luck going to push her over the edge there. Get her back in the black. Good swing up in this session. Got down, rebought, and has built it back up into the black. J-Dog still up almost 600 on the session. Barbara about $250 ahead. Tony a couple $100 ahead. Amanda almost $200 ahead. Lady Luck pretty much back to even. Janice down almost 100. Her streak of being profitable on stream at risk. Always been profitable on stream. See if she can crawl back here at this last few minutes here on stream. See if she can keep her streak alive. Looks like Doreen's going to pitch in another 100 into the cash game, as she should. She's played well. She's played well, just had a tough timing. Like I said, in poker, sometimes that just happens. But I've loved some of the plays that she's made today. Lady Luck going to call the $2. She's going to raise it up to 7 here. Tony going to make the call with the Queen 8 offsuit. We're going to go heads up to a flop here. King, Ace, 4, all hearts. Lady Luck with the Jack of hearts. Tony not flopping much of anything. Going to see check, check to a turn. There's the heart. Lady Luck now with the check mark with the Jack of Hearts, but Tony's going to bet into her here. So Lady Luck checking that turn is going to make her an additional $15, but that'll be the last of the money she gets out of Tony. Unless Tony wants to bluff one more time, but she does not. So Lady Luck is going to show her the Jack of Hearts, and she's going to pick up that small pot and keep moving up, keep moving this chip stack up. So well played there by Lady Luck. We're coming up on the close of the stream, about the last 15 minutes or so. Well, thank everyone for tuning into Poker House Fort Worth on YouTube, on Facebook for our Sunday Ladies Cash Game. We do it every other Sunday here at Poker House Fort Worth. You can sign up if you are listening or watching near the Poker House Fort Worth area. Sign up for this game. We'll do it again in 2 weeks. This week's streams are going to be replaced by our $50,000 tournament. Our $50,000 guaranteed $65 buy-in tournament. We're going to be streaming some of those flights coming to you starting on Tuesday. There it is right there, the Summer Jam 2 $50,000 guaranteed tournament. Only a $65 entry fee tournament. That's right, only $65. When we did this tournament back in June, the prize pool reached close to $70,000. We're hoping for the same and or better here at the end of the summer. All 8 flights going to be this week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 1 flight each at 6 p.m. Friday, we're going to go 2 flights, one at noon, one at 6 p.m. And then Saturday, the busy day, the moving day, starting at noon at 6 p.m. and then a turbo flight at 10 p.m. Again, 8 flights all running concurrently, Fort Worth and Peaks. So Poker House Fort Worth here in Burleson and at Poker House Peaks in Dallas. All 8 of these flights are going to be running at the same time in both locations. You can play in either one. Top 12% from each flight get paid 8% bag and tag moving forward. So if you get in the top 8%, you get to bag your chips and come back on day 2, August 25th, right here at Poker House Fort Worth. The only thing we're doing differently here in August versus June is we're going to come back to day 2 at Poker House Fort Worth. You can see that just like last time as well, your best 2 bags move forward. And if you get lucky enough or if you're good enough to get in the top 8% 3 times in the 8 flights, not only do you take your top 2 bags forward, but you get that $500 instant bonus on day 2 for that 3rd bag. A $500 bonus. That's a big, big, big ticket for only a $65 entry tournament. $65 gets you $20,000 in chips, and then an additional $10 instant bonus gets you an additional $10,000 in chips. So for $75, you can start with a 30,000 chip starting stack, and that is a huge, good, great price for this $50,000 guaranteed tournament. Like I said, we had almost $70,000 in June. Hoping to do as good or better for this one here in August, starting on Tuesday, Flight A, 6 p.m. I say get in early, get in often, and get as many bags as you can, as many chips as you can to go into day 2. Also, right around the corner after that, September 7th, our second of 3rd qualifier for the $20,000 free roll championship on October 12th. This is only a $25 entry fee for this qualifier. Your chip stack is based upon your participation in August. So if you've played here at all at Poker House Fort Worth, where there's tournaments, where there's cash games, you have chips waiting on you on September 7th. And even if you haven't been able to make it in, just by being a member here at Poker House Fort Worth, you start with a 5,000 chip starting stack to play in this tournament. It's only a $25 entry fee where 15% move forward and punch their ticket to play in the $20,000 free roll championship on October 12th. Everyone will be starting with the same amount of chips, so it doesn't matter how you finish. You're just trying to get in that top percentage on September 7th to get your ticket into that $20,000 championship free roll on October 12th. We've already had 1 qualifier on August 3rd. 12 qualifiers moved forward. You can join them on the September 7th. And then we're going to do it one more time on October 5th, the week before the championship. There's only 3 opportunities to play and get into this championship on October 12th. So try to be here on September 7th for sure. Only a $25 entry fee to qualify for this $20,000 free roll championship on October 12th. Big deal here. We've got it's been a few months in the making. Only got about a month and a half left. The only way to get into this $20,000 free roll is to be in those qualifiers. So don't miss out on that. Looks like Barbara's folding pocket kings face up here. Did Janice get away with one there? Shows jacks and gets kings to lay down. So Janice picks up a big pot there. Barbara making another big lay down with kings. That's twice now she's had to lay down at kings and not make it to showdown. But like I said, it is what it is. That's the cash games for you. And that's going to, we'll have to see if that puts Janice back up, trying to keep that string alive of having winning sessions on live streams. Doreen here under the gun, first act, trying to make up some ground that she's lost. She's had a tough session here on this Sunday afternoon. Going to call two. Tony going to come along as well for two. Barbara limps in with the King 9 offsuit. Barbara's still up money for the session, almost $550. She's only bought in for $300, so she's had a great session and a couple of big laydowns with pocket kings, but it has not mattered. Janice here going to come along with the ace jack off suit. Amanda in the small blind. And now it's Lady Luck's turn with pocket kings. Now she's up for the session. Let's see if she can remain up playing these kings. She's going to raise it up to 17. Doreen going to come along with the jack 6 of spades. And Janice both coming along as well. So pocket king is going to have to win 4 ways here. Ace jack is the only thing she has dodge is an ace right now with her pocket kings. 4 ways to a flop of 10, 4, 3. It looks pretty safe for kings. She's going to c-bet this here. Pretty good bet, 55. That's going to chase everyone away here. So the pocket kings do get through. If Janice can lay this down here, she does. Go ahead and lay it down. Lady Luck showing the pocket kings, picking up more chips there. So getting better, getting a bigger stack to help secure that booked win here on stream. She hasn't had the best of luck here on streams, but today so far so good for Lady Luck. So about 15 minutes left here of the stream. Janice, a few more hands to get that streak back alive of winning on live streams. I don't think she's ever lost on live stream. This could be the first. Tony going to limp in here with the ace-4 of clubs, J-Dog. King-Queen offsuit. Looks like she's reaching for some raising chips. She's going to make it 10. Janice going to gamble. 10-8 offsuit. Amanda on the button. Going to defend it with the ace-jack offsuit. Lady Luck lets hers go. And Doreen lets hers go as well. Tony going to call with the ace-4 suited, looking for hearts. Well behind the ace-jack of Amanda. And Janice with a live 10 and 8. 4 ways to a flop of a 10, 5, 7. Janice flopping the best here with a pair of 10s. J-Dog going to be the one to fire this out, though, with the king-queen offsuit, 2 overcards. Janice just going to call the 15 bet. Amanda lets the ace-jack go. Tony going to see if she can get her a turn card that looks like a heart to keep her flush draw alive, or a wheel card for possibly a straight. Jack of diamonds doesn't cooperate, though. as Janice is still ahead here, but that's going to bring an open-ended for J-Dog. And if Janice is going to call the $15 here, or the $20 bet here, Tony not going to keep coming along. So if J-Dog gets here on the river, it'll be officially nemesis mode for J-Dog and Janice on this stream. 3 of hearts doesn't do it. So K-Dog going to fire out 20, and Janice, it's just not enough. It's a good idea, but it's just not enough. I like the bet out of J-Dog, just not the amount. You've really got to hammer that down. Once Janice is locked in, she doesn't fold easily. If she missed spades, she's not going to call regardless. So I guess if you put her on possibly a missed spade draw, that's a perfectly fine bet to lose the minimum. But if you think she has a 10, you've got to bet a lot to get her off of that one there. So that may have done it. That may have pulled Janice back into the black. Let's see if she makes any comments about it. The only player left in the negatives right now is Doreen, who's had a fantastic session, made some great bets. Just ill-timed as her opponents have just woken up with it every single time. And she got some of the bluffs through, but on a couple key ones got looked up. Couple players limping in here. Ready to look on the button, going to raise this one up to 10 with her queen 10 offsuit. Doreen going to come along with the ace 8 offsuit. Barbara liking her hand. Amanda liking her hand as well. So we're going to go 4 ways to a flop, $10 a piece. Couple straight cards away from a decent little train wreck here. Ace 9 9. Amanda flopping at trips. Doreen with an 8. So it's going to check around to Amanda, who's going to lead out here. So that's going to send out some alarm bells for Doreen here. She's only got an 8 kicker, but the paired board does help her out, but she's drawing it to a chop more often than not. But she's going to go ahead and put in the call. See if Amanda slows down on this turn bet. Heads up. Doreen needing an ace. 5 on the spades is not it. She's going to check it over to Amanda, who's going to fire again. I don't know if Doreen can continue here. She may just have too much invested in the pot. Just go ahead and hope that it's good. But I think she knows that it's just not going to be. Yeah, goes ahead and folds it. Good move. Save the chips you have. No reason to chase bad money with worse money. And Amanda here is going to pick up the big pot, and she's gonna show it. Trip 9s. Doreen was correct. And that's going to push her up over the 500 mark for the session. All these ladies here at the table left are in the positive except for Doreen. The other ladies who lost their initial buy-ins have moved on, getting ready for the tournament that's coming up in an hour. If you're watching or listening to the stream from around the Fort Worth area, we are just under an hour away from our $1,500 guaranteed free roll tournament. And it's our bomb pot tournament. That's right. It's a normal $1,500 guaranteed free roll tournament, no limit hold'em. But every level change, we do a bomb pot. We had over 50 entries last Sunday. So hoping to have the same turnout tonight here at Poker House Fort Worth. So if you're watching or listening in the nearby area, it's not going to start up for about another hour. And it's a fantastic, good tournament. Just for being a member, you're going to get a 3,000 chip stack. And then for the $10 instant bonus, you can make that a 10,000 stack, adding 7,000 to that. So 10,000 for $10 to get started in the tournament, and then you can add on at any point at 10,000 or less for $25 for 25,000. So it's a very good little tournament. Looks like Doreen added on a quick another 100 to try to spin this up. She's going to call it, raise it up to $5 with her pocket fours. Janice, J-Dog, and Barbara all coming along as well. 4 players to a flop of King, 5, 7, 2 clubs. Janice, top pair. She's right around her even mark. We'll see how much she wants to gamble. He's going to bet 15, and it's going to work. I don't see Barbara or J-Dog being able to come along. So Janice keeping the streak alive. According to the computer, Janice is up about $29. We'll see if that chip count is accurate to see if her streak for positive win streak on stream stays alive. I know she's real proud of that streak, and I'd love to see her continue that. So we'll see if she just locks it up, as we've only got about 15 minutes left here on stream. Just a little bit less than that. So they're going to be getting ready for, like I said, for the tournament at 7 p.m. Lady Luck calling the $5 straddle. Tony folding. Barbara calls the 5 with the ace-6 offsuit. Janice with straddle checks her option with the ace-queen suited. So ace-6 for Barbara. Ace could be a disaster here. 4-4-10. Doreen wanted to know where that flop was last hand. No one connecting with it this time either. 6 on the turn. It does give a pair to Barbara, who's going to bet this out for $5. Lady Luck also made the same pair. Janice going to float over with the ace, queen of spades. King on the river. Barbara, who initially bet out the 6, looks at her cards again, make another bet. I love it. Just to see, Lady Luck may look her up. It's only a $5 bet, but she can't win. Yes, she lets that one go. And or I'm sorry, Lady Luck could have looked her up, but chose not to. So Barbara going to stack a little bit of chips there to add to her successful stream appearance here at Poker House Fort Worth. J-Dog over 100. Barbara 530. Amanda about 530. Tony just under 450. Lady Luck 480, pushing the 500 mark. That's going to put her about 100 up on the session. And Janice, according to the computer, is less than $20 up on her buy-in, but that is enough to keep her positive streak alive. And Doreen, the only one left at the table that is in the negative. Other players have left, and she's just had a rough go of it. I don't think Doreen has made any bad moves all night long. $2 being called all around the table here. Janice checking her option. Looks like everyone, but I think we had one fold. 10 Jack 7 rainbow flop here. J-Dog with the top pair. Janice with the 9-6. Just notice that. She's trying to get herself $5 from each one. Let's hope she doesn't get into the negatives trying to win the 9-6 game. Lady Luck comes along with the gut shot. Doreen with the same hand as J-Dog. 3 of diamonds, no change on the turn. J-Dog going to bet this out again. Janice needs to put in a big bet here if she's going to try to win with this 6-9 game. Come on, Janice, you can do it. Nope, she does decide to surrender. And Doreen going to fold her Jack 9. J-Dog taking that one down with aggression, putting the chip stack to use. Doreen a little bit of gun shy there. Doesn't want to put in that much with just a top pair, weak kicker, gut shot. Don't blame her. just added on, wants to try to get it in better than that here at the end of the stream. I'm really curious to see if Janice's computer count is correct. See if she can maintain that stream win streak. Lady Luck under the gun here, looking at an ace queen offsuit. Going to raise this one up to 10 to play, or 11 rather. Doreen makes the call with a 6-5. Tony is going to let her hand go. Barbara folds a 7-3 as well. J Dog folds. Janice putting out the count for the call. Queen 5 suited. Her stack looks really close to being even, if not up, to maintain her streak. Amanda going to complete it into the big blind. $9 more for the 6 deuce. Sharing clubs with Janice. Clubs could be a disaster for Amanda. Lady Luck well in the lead with the ace queen, having Janice dominated with her queen 5. Carlos bringing us to a flop. Ace queen 9. Big flop here for Lady Luck. Top 2 pair. Janice with the middle pair and club flush draw. Amanda with a club flush draw. So all 3 players catching a pretty good chunk of this one. Janice, club flush draw middle pair, needs to come along, and she does. And Amanda, looking down at clubs, is going to call as well. So we have ourselves a real pot here. Big swing opportunity here as we get ready to close out the stream. A club here would definitely hurt Amanda. Deuce does give her a pair. Lady Luck is going to bet really hard at this one. A pot size bet of $150 to get him off that flush draw. And well bet there from Lady Luck. And Janice's body reaction there should tell Amanda all she needs to know. Janice cutting out the chips to gamble, though. She's cutting out the chips to gamble, and she does put it across the middle there. So, Amanda, does she want to gamble? Does she think her clubs are good? She made a pair on the turn. Of course, we know the pair is no good, but she did pick out some additional outs with catching a 2 on the river. But it's only a 6-high flush draw, so she does let it go very smartly. So here a big pot for Janice and Lady Luck. Janice only can catch a club, does not quite get there. So there's not enough chips here. I'm just going to go probably a check. And Lady Luck going to show the bad news to Janice, who unfortunately tried to gamble to continue her win streak on streams here, but fell just short, needing a club there to pick up the win. And Lady Luck, a much-needed pot to push her further into the black on a good stream for her, coming back on that rebuy to get all that money back plus some. So before we end the stream here, we're going to do one more horse race. That's right, the horse race, the top of the hour horse race to 2 cards each player. Face up, running a board out. Any full house or better for any player wins the progressive jackpot. All cash games here at Poker House Fort Worth for the month of August. At the top of every hour, get 2 cards face up, run out a board. Full house or better gets you that jackpot. Let's see if anyone can make that happen here on the live stream. Had one hit a couple streams ago. There's an 8-7-4. We got some 7s. We have a flop straight for the wheel spin achievement. King on the turn, no help, and that's going to be it on the full house achievement. So the jackpot does move on. Four diamonds, a 10 high diamond is going to be good enough to spin that wheel to get those chips for that qualifier on September 7th. Those are very valuable for that qualifier to punch your ticket into that $20,000 free roll coming in October. So that's the top of every hour here at Poker House Fort Worth. 2 cards, face up, run it out, get you a full house or better, win that progressive jackpot. It goes up $250 every single day that it's not hit. Unfortunately, it gets hit quite a bit. We've given away it's almost $5,000 for the month of August on these horse races. Incredible stuff. Just how much people hit full houses on these horse race flips. But it's just a good way to get rewarded. If you're playing here, if you're playing cash, you might as well play somewhere where you can get rewarded for literally nothing. The players here run that horse race at the top of every hour, every cash game in the house. And even though we're on stream, we're still a cash game. So they're trying to hit that full house or better for the progressive jackpot. And the last hand of the evening, we see Tony bagging up a profit there. I believe Amanda sat out of the horse race as well. She had a very good stream experience today. So we got a handful of players here for this last bomb pot. Jack 3-6 on the top. King 5-3 all clubs. We'll see if anybody has any clubs here. Doreen flopping a 7 high club. Barbara 6 high clubs, but she does have 2 pair on that board as well. Janice looking, does not have anything, has to let it go. So unfortunately the streak ends for Miss Janice. One more club and it kept that streak alive. The streak of having a profit on every single stream she appeared on, but still a fantastic player that everyone enjoys playing with here at Poker House Fort Worth. So let's see here. The 7 high flush is going to be good on the bottom. Jack on the top is good for, I believe here. And so Doreen, 7 high flush on the bottom, and Barbara's jacks and 6s full house. 6s full jacks on the top. She may bet this out. It's only 45 in the pot. They can do a pot limit bet here. Is Doreen going to call her with the jack, with the 7 high clubs? I don't think she may. She's gambling. Last hand. Let's just see it. She's going to be happy to see that she's going to get half that pot back, as her club flush is higher than Barbara's. So fantastic stream. Sorry we got started a little bit late today with the computer issues, but it does happen here on live streams all over the world. It's just the way it is. Sometimes we have to make some on-the-fly adjustments. But want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in to Poker House Fort Worth for this ladies stream. Every other Sunday here at Poker House Fort Worth, we're going to keep doing that. So sign up if you're listening or watching it from nearby the Fort Worth area. Sign up for that ladies stream if you'd like to join these ladies 2 weeks from today. But next Sunday, you can join me here on stream for the day 2 of this Summer Jam 2 $50,000 guaranteed tournament. The flights start in just 2 days, this coming Tuesday. Cannot repeat this promotion enough. We have 8 flights starting on Tuesday. It's only a $65 entry tournament for a $50,000 guaranteed prize pool. 20,000 chips for $65, and then you can do a $10 instant bonus for an additional 10,000 in chips. So for $75, you get 30,000 in chips for a $50,000 guaranteed tournament. You just cannot beat that deal. Day after tomorrow, Tuesday, 6 p.m., fly day. Get in early, get in often. Try to get 2 bags, because you can take 2 bags forward into day 2. And if you can get that 3rd bag out of 8 flights, there's 8 flights, you have 8 chances to get 3 bags. You're going to get that 500 triple bag bonus on day 2, even after taking the best 2 bags forward. So you get to take the top 2 bags and then get a $500 instant bonus for that 3rd bag that you call on day 2. So once again, 2 days from now, 6 p.m., fly day, Poker House Fort Worth and Poker House Peaks. All 8 flights running concurrently between the 2 locations. 12% get paid, 8% bag and tag. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. Friday, 1 at noon and 6 p.m. And then Saturday, the moving day, the big day, 12 noon, so once 6 p.m. and then a turbo flight at 10 p.m. That turbo flight is fantastic for if you're trying to get that second bag, or if you've already gotten 2 bags and you're trying to get that $500 triple bag bonus. Again, for $65 entry, it's worth it to fire as much as you can into this tournament because it is a $50,000 guaranteed prize pool. Prize pool was almost $70,000 back in June, hoping to match or exceed that one here in August. So super excited about this tournament. We're going to be bringing as much as we can to you live this week to show some of these satellites. But no matter what, we'll definitely be here next Sunday for day two, taking you all the way down to the winner and the lion's share of that at least $50,000 prize pool. I'm crossing my fingers, hoping it's going to be more. Like I said, we had a fantastic turnout in June, and I don't expect any less for this tournament here. So hope to see you here this Tuesday, 2 days from now for Flight A. Get in early, get in often, get your bags early, get your best chance to get to that day two with the most chips and make a run at that $50,000 guaranteed prize pool. Starting on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 p.m. every day. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, noon and 6 p.m. Saturday, 12 noon, 6 p.m., and a 10 p.m. turbo. $65 entry for a $50,000 guaranteed tournament. If you have any questions, take a look on our Facebook, see if you can find the information there. If not, you can send us a message. Otherwise, hope to see you here 30 minutes from now. The $1,500 guaranteed free roll starts here at Poker House Fort Worth. That has the bomb pots every level change. We had over 50 players last week, so it's going to be busy here tonight at Poker House Fort Worth. If you're in the area, Sunday nights are the best place to be for all of your poker action. And if I don't see you here tonight, I hope to see you Tuesday for Flight A of the Summer Jam 2, a $65 entry tournament for a $50,000 guaranteed prize pool. Send us a message if you have any questions. Otherwise, hope to see you here at Poker House Fort Worth. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you this week for streaming these flights. Stay tuned.